So we're recording, though.
Yeah, we're currently recording. All the cameras should be on. The red lights.
Yeah. Just bleep everything you said. But it'll be a good one. No one will know what he's talking about. Just leave Israel.
Stav, can you
we can fake it.
Can you plug and unplug your shit? Just make sure it's clamped in good.
Yeah. Is it not playing? What is it? That would be hilarious if we do a whole podcast without my mic working.
If you want to have another mic I made in the car.
Is it not picking me up at all?
Hold on, keep talking. Okay, I see what's...
Fuck you.
Your mic too.
Oh, nice. This really bodes well for this. I just can't figure out how to get me record my voice recorded.
No, I think we good.
All right, folks. Well, look. Usually we play the fucking theme song.
Test.
Okay, I guess he's still testing. Now leave this all in. Leave this all in. This is the inaugural run of... Are we good? Alright, play the theme song, I guess.
Yeah, let me play that shit.
But leave all this in.
Okay.
Is it playing?
Ready?
Yeah. Opa! Welcome everybody to Stavvy's World. 904-800-STAV. Call in. We'll solve your problems. Will this work or will you ever see this? I don't know. This is the first run we're doing in Baltimore. We have our good friend Tommy Sinbazo here.
Opa,
there he is. Tommy. We're doing the Baltimore series, folks. Now, some podcasts, when they get successful, what they do is they invest in $1 million studios, right? Are You Garbage rented a beautiful space. Schultz basically has the Tonight Show in his... What we decided to do after a pretty good a year and a half is move to a shittier city with less celebrities and start recording in a much worse, even for our pretty shitty studio. You like that? Yeah, well, we ordered a different vinyl backdrop that we accidentally ordered it to Texas or LA or something for some reason. And so we just bought this off Amazon. These are just some soundproof things that are balancing on a bidet box because...
nice. Do you like bidets? Do you use bidets?
Oh, big bidet guy.
I can't get the pressure right. It just makes my shit wet.
It makes your shit wet?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Do you have it aimed towards the shit or your ass?
I don't have one person.
Now, by the way, your shit is wet when it's in the bowl. You know that, Tommy.
Yeah, in the bowl, but I mean the shit that's...
It doesn't come off your ass.
Yeah,
no. Oh,
so I use wet wipes.
That might be, but that's bad for plumbing. That's bad for plumbing. I mean, I know, you live in a hovel. What do you care about your pipes? You'll never be a homeowner. So what do you care about?
Plus, my fiance, she has IBS.
Fiance, I believe you were engaged when I still lived in...
Same one.
What a white trash love story. For our listeners, so we're in Baltimore, folks. As you know, I am taking a little time to recharge, stop being dangerously fat, and just be regularly way too fat. And so I've been here for a while, and so we decided, fuck it, let's get a secondary studio. Let's get some of my faves from the good old days, the golden age of Baltimore. Is it recording?
Fuck. I'm sorry, it was not recording
at all.
Audio. No. The cameras were.
Whatever, use the camera audio, I guess, for the first part.
Okay, now we are definitely rolling out the audio.
The camera audio is all going, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, folks, remember how I started this and I said, I don't know if you'll be listening to this or hearing any of it. Well, that was right. Now, about 2 minutes in, the sound kicked in nicely. But hey, this is the maiden voyage of Stavvy's World Studios South, the Mid-Atlantic edition. We're here in Baltimore, and like I was saying, we decided we brought Eldest down. He drove his beautiful Toyota. What is it again?
Toyota Yaris, of course.
The Toyota Yaris.
My 2009. Not to brag.
Toyota Yaris. Yeah, that barely fits him in all of it.
Yeah. It's a clown car situation.
It's hilarious.
For sure.
When we're both in it, it's like truly those front tires are taxed in a way they never. I really should sit.
Does it like shimmy?
Dude, legitimately, I should sit in the back right to balance the car out, and we should put like fucking hay bales in the other ones. But we're here, and I said, let's get some of my faves from, like I was saying, the golden age, the beautiful time when I worked at a paint store, or I worked at I was a paralegal, and was just doing open mics. Me and this man have done comedy shows in some of the worst restaurants ever, and we've done one of the best gigs back in the day was just at a wing bar showing football with fluorescent lights on, and that was like we wanted to do that.
Damon's, you were like, oh man, I got time at Damon.
There was so much, and so many beautiful memories, and I just our friend Tommy Sinbazo was just an interesting, weird piece of shit that I was like,
word is autistic.
It's not autistic. You don't. It is. You know what is funny? You do have. It's shocking when you find out you have abilities.
Yeah.
Because like for years, where I'm like, Tommy's funny. He's fun to be around, but he must be the dumbest guy you've ever met in your life.
Yeah.
And then like you drop a notebook and it has all these like 3D renderings. Like this motherfucker's a savant, Eldis. He makes his own like you're like doing AutoCAD and shit like that, and he literally made this microphone.
Says Sinbazo on it. Acid. I learned to acid.
Yeah. Also, one of the best headshots of all time that I think we've mocked on Come Town a lot.
Oh yeah.
The caution. Tommy had a classic caution tape headshot.
I'll tell you when Dave Schofer took that picture, who was a local
Uncle Dave
promoter.
Uncle Dave.
He was like, "Hey, pick up that caution tape on the ground." I literally think it was next to a dog turd when I picked it up.
That's like the equivalent of like a hot young model getting raped by like the American Apparel photographer is like a local comedian being talked into the headshot with caution tape. It's like,
being held
come
together
on,
with dog shit.
hold my dick in this picture. It's good. It's good. It'll be good if my cock is in your mouth. That was you being like, yeah, caution tape. My words are dangerous.
Look out, everybody! You don't know what's coming out of here.
And by the way, your act is like, it's vulgar, but it's all fun. It's not. You don't have any dangerous ideas whatsoever.
I'm no Tom Myers.
No, not at all. But beautiful stuff. But yeah, it is. You really like. I remember finding out you had like a real job, which was like sort of engineering adjacent, basically.
Yeah. I'm engineering support.
Yeah, which you could be.
If I went to school, I could have been an engineer. I was in engineering programs in high school.
Interesting.
And so now the engineer will draw something and then I put it into a computer.
Right. You don't get to decide what gets made. You're the grunt.
Yeah.
But you have the abilities to do it. But you'll never go to school.
I got CAD certified. Like, I need 3 more classes to get a degree, but those classes are like English.
You have all the technical know-how.
I'm not doing that.
You're essentially like a guy who moves from like Bolivia and is like, I was a cardiologist, but instead of like the country barrier, it's like your own, just being dumb and everything.
I'm going to be 47 this year. I'm not writing essays.
I would love to see your essays about like if He-Man would be your friend, like the stuff you could.
The essays I had to do, like the research papers I had to do in high school, was the early days of the internet, and I just downloaded research papers.
Oh, so it was before anybody understood plagiarizing.
Before everybody knew, like when AOL.
That's awesome.
I just searched for, and my thing was like UFOs, fact or fiction, right?
You plagiarized just conspiracy theories.
So I found this 3-page fucking research paper. Had everything in it, and the night before I was like, fortnight before I had turned in, I was like, let me give it a read. First 2 pages, fine. 3rd page, hardcore white supremacy.
Oh my god. They snuck that into their UFO thesis?
Because the first couple that reported being abducted was a mixed race couple. Hank and something Hill.
Hank Hill.
Hank Hill.
Very, yep.
Hank and Anita Hill.
Okay.
And this guy...
And the guy's idea was what? That it was like...
He set up everything, and then he was like, and if they weren't mixing blood, then aliens wouldn't have been... Yeah, and I was
so
like...
are the aliens, when his thesis, were they purifying America by taking out all the mixed race? All the mixed race people?
The mothership's going to land. We're going to have... No one's going to be working in kitchens.
That's all. And so what was the reaction to your plagiarized...
Well, I had to remove like a good... I had to remove most of it. I got like a C.
Speech.
Yeah. Should have left it in. Probably got to be like the teacher was hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, very good. You're onto some interesting things here. R.E. the Jews, Tommy. Yeah. So this was if you're 47, we're talking right as the internet comes along, you're in high school.
Like 95, 94, 95.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you could have cheated so much.
Oh, yeah, I did. Everything I could get off the internet, I would just fucking download it.
Were you an early adopter to the internet? Were you like...
Yeah, well, see, I was even before internet, there was computer bulletin boards. Oh. All you needed was a modem plugged into your computer, and local douchebags would you could just...
Really?
And it would you connect to a computer bulletin board,
and you could just read.
You could read posts. It was like a Facebook wall or something. Well, except no pictures.
Gotcha.
Pictures where there's that bit where it's like, it takes so long. I came before I saw the dick.
Absolutely, like, yeah. That bit, your life experience.
Yeah, I mean, every time I'm like, yes, that actually did happen. I see those hard, shiny plastic tits, and then a fucking 8-inch cock.
Oh man. Those girls, salute to the first, not even, that's like the second wave of trans women, but the first wave that was just trying to figure, even before breast implants, are heroes. To now, it's looking, you could be on TikTok, and just be like, wow, and have no idea that the lady you're getting
Thank
hard
God
to.
for hashtags.
Yeah. Not me. I operate on the if it gets my dick hard, I'm in principle.
My rule is as long as my dick is bigger, it's not gay.
That would be. Listen, it can be gay.
I got that autism dick.
So if your dick was smaller, would you still hook up with a trans girl? But it would be gay.
With their big fucking monster dick.
What if they don't want, this is their, just the way you don't want a little dick, they didn't want a big dick. It's their cross to bear.
That's true.
What if they don't want it? What if they just want to get their ass fucked?
I've seen a lot of trans porn where the woman has a huge fucking dick.
Right.
But
what if they don't want to fuck your ass, right? That to me seems like the issue, right?
Want to fuck my mouth?
Huh? Maybe you give it a gentleman's
lick.
What
if my thighs?
What if she just wants to service you, but happens to have a huge dick?
All right.
Yeah, I can tell you don't mean it.
Yeah.
I can tell you don't mean it.
Which Nickelodeon show am I being put
on? So I guess we're talking the proto internet, which is some kind of bullshit modem bulletin board thing. So were you tech savvy as a kid? I guess.
Yeah.
Where'd you grew up exactly what part of the
Lakeland?
You know Lakeland is? No, what's that?
So you have Westport. You know Westport? Okay, Westport and then Cherry Hill. Right, and in between those, is where all the white people were.
That's interesting. Oh, so
Lakeland.
Holy shit! You literally grew up in that little
that little stretch of Caucasian.
That is an insane. That is like the poorest, most trash white people in Baltimore.
Well, now there was a big turn in the '90s where it was like, I've
That's insane. That's like Cherry Hill is like West Baltimore, middle of West Baltimore. I thought for sure we're talking some kind of Easter, like Rosedale type of thing. No, you were
not those lofty heights.
I mean, that is
we're not as bougie as Rosedale.
Folks, do a little research. These episodes will be heavy on very Baltimore-specific geography, so just do a little research. But that's
Rosedale
crazy.
Had a mall.
Yeah. Golden Ring Mall.
Must be nice.
Golden Ring Mall. I remember it well. Now it's a Best Buy. It's a fucking Walmart.
Did I ever tell you I had to cut a guy with a box cutter?
No, he didn't tell me about that.
Oh, you didn't know about that?
When was this in Lakeland?
This was growing up in Lakeland, like late 90s, right? Me and my three buddies were walking down. There was a big park. That apparently the city had no idea there was a park there.
Oh, wow. So
because we'd had a community meeting where they're like, hey, this giant steel rocket ship seems pretty dangerous. And the city representative was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
like,
that's awesome.
The park.
So you just built your own little community park?
No, No, there was a park back there with a basketball court, and me and my 3 buddies were walking down from his girlfriend's house, and we saw like 15 black guys down there playing basketball, right? So we're like,
let's get in.
Let's talk. Yeah. Shirts versus skins.
Room for 3 more, gentlemen. We were just about to play D&D.
So we walk. We're like,
this is
let's
also
go.
West Baltimore in '94.
Yeah.
That's insane, dude. That's crazy that you're alive. That's so fucking funny.
So we walk. We decide to walk around the park and not cut straight through.
Sure.
But they must have saw us because when we're going around to the connecting street now, this group of 15 is walking up.
The
past
whole
us.
team comes up. Wow.
And my 2 buddies crossed the street, but I knew like 2 or 3 of them.
Sure, you're
And I
gonna
was
talk
like,
your way
hey,
out of it.
What's up, Anthony?
Yep.
Hey, what's up, Beaver?
That's cool.
And then
black guy named Beaver is awesome.
Beaver was huge. Beaver was like 6'5", a 6'5" toddler.
That's yeah. You get a lot of. It's kind of like Eldest, basically. You get a lot of huge simpletons.
But
A lot of lead paint, probably for Beaver.
Between this wall, this retaining wall, and them, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw fists come.
Whoa!
Right, so I turned my head, and they hit the back of my head. Glasses come off.
Holy
And I would
shit.
love to end this story with. So then I remembered my training.
Yeah.
No, I ended up like balled up on the ground.
Getting
while
the
they were
shit kicked
just
out of you.
stomping the fuck out of me.
Where does the box cutter come in?
Well, hold on. So then when
I was like, damn, Tommy fucking fought off a bunch of black dudes with a box cutter,
once
but
they
no.
got tired.
Yeah. Once they're winded from beating the fuck out of you.
Man, I gotta get all this white boy off my shoe. So they turn to leave. They all walk away. There's only one left, and I stand up to go get my glasses. And the one's like, you better turn the fuck around. And I was like, I'm getting my fucking glasses.
Yeah.
And he runs around
Did the glasses survive?
Yeah.
Wow.
They went flying off
Nice.
and landed. But as soon as I was like, I'm gonna get my glasses, right? He ran and he was like, hey, he's back up. And came back around.
Holy shit.
And it was Friday after next. I got jumped again. So this time, now they got a deep tissue burn.
Right.
Like,
A
woo,
lot
got
of
my
lactic
steps
acid
in.
build up in their calves from stomping you.
So that now by the time they walk away this time, I get back up. I look like Wile E. Coyote when a boulder's falls on. Piano teeth.
Yeah.
Apparently my friends had run down to my house and were like, hey, Tommy's getting jumped.
Getting the shit
so
kicked
my
out of him.
my loudmouth ghetto sister comes
Love
up.
her, yeah.
TT. Shout out TT.
Oh, man. I'm going to guess she was acquainted with at least 11 of those 15 guys.
Biblically.
A fucking white girl named TT in that neighborhood in 94. Yeah. Ooh, brother.
They ran a soul train on her.
So she sucks them off to create a diversion.
to further tire them out.
They're on the edge.
So we go walking up there. My dad has this huge oak staff, this cudgel, right? And so we walk up, and he's like, let's stay a couple.
He has a staff.
Well, like a big cane, but it's from an oak tree.
Gotcha.
So he's like, hey, let's stay a couple blocks behind him.
Yeah.
And we'll walk because we called the police. We'll flag the police down.
Right.
So we go up a couple streets.
If it looks like they're literally going to execute Tommy, we'll jump in. But in any other way, we're just going to chill.
They have to wait for me to signal the archers. So we follow them up till that group of 15 meets up with another group of 15.
They're like, hey, tag in, fellas.
It was like the end level.
We need some Gator. We need some Arizona iced teas.
It was like a boss fight in Double Dragon.
Yeah. Jesus.
So we're staying back, and then my sister, she started going, why y'all motherfuckers gotta be bitches? You gotta be jumping my brother like little fucking bitches, right? And they surround her, right? Oh, no. And it's like wolves. One will hit her from the back.
They're hitting her sister?
Yeah, they're beating the shit out of my sister. And she would turn, and then someone else would hit her from the back. And now my dad, they just fucking bum rush my dad, right? And Beaver,
they fucked up your whole family.
Yes, Beaver takes that cudgel, that club, and is just beating the shit out of my dad with it. just one-handed, like that fucking troll in the
This
Harry
was
Potter
the one
movie.
you knew? This was your friend?
No,
You
not
were-
friend.
yeah. You were acquaintances.
I knew that. I knew not to go near that guy.
Yeah.
So he's basically throwing my dad around like Hawk at Loki. So I run in, I push my dad out of the way, and Beaver swung once, and I blocked with my forearm.
Wow.
By the second time he was rearing back, I reached in my back pocket and had
You
a
just
box
had a
cutter.
box cutter.
Well, yeah, because that day me and my buddies, we all had knives on us.
Right.
But it was one of those box cutters, those cheap ones where it's just like a
you
razor
gotta-
blade in a
yep.
sleeve. So I was able to just click it out with one hand, and then the second time I blocked, I stepped in and went across.
Holy shit.
And I thought I just cut his sweatshirt because there was no resistance, right?
Yeah.
And Beaver like stops and drops the thing, and I pick it up. Some other guy comes running in, punches me in the mouth, and then the cops pull up and they fucking scatter, right?
You would have died for sure.
Yeah,
If the cops don't come at that moment.
Yeah. So I tell the cop, I was like, "Hey, I think I cut one sweatshirt," and the cop was like, "It was self-defense, man."
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
my dad's like, "I think I got a fighter's fracture, right?" And then my sister's like, "I'm pregnant." So we all had to go to the hospital where I had to get 2 stitches in my lip.
Oh, my God.
My dad had to get a cast on because he did fracture his hand plate.
Holy shit.
And then turns out my sister, false pregnancy.
She miscarried
So
after getting stomped.
But my one buddy John, who had ran off, he comes in because they had fractured his collarbone. But he came in and he said 66. And I was like, "What's that?" And he goes, "Apparently that's how many staples it took to close Beaver's chest up."
Holy
Apparently
shit.
I caught him good right across the
What
nipple.
the fuck?
And he had 66 staples across his
God
chest.
damn, dude.
So
Nice.
now I always carry a box cutter.
What the fuck? And there was no retaliation for slicing Beaver?
So a couple weeks later, my sister was out in the front yard sunning herself, and Beaver on a rock because she's a lizard. No, like she's in a fight. She's getting a tan.
Yeah.
And Beaver, the one other guy I knew, Anthony, and some other guy, they walked up and they walk into my yard and they have a pellet gun.
Oh, my God.
And they're threatening to shoot my sister.
You're like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, and I'm like inside, like, oh well, that's a her problem.
Jesus Christ.
So, but then like the cops did. Well, so later, we call the cops as soon as you say gun. The cops called him by the time they're up at the top of the street. Well, Beaver's mom was already out there now,
Right.
And her mom was, my parents are up there, the mom's up there, and you're like, well, your son is the one that would, jump my son, jump my family.
Yeah. They beat
And
the
she
fuck
was
out
like,
of my
oh, just
family.
because he's a big black boy, you think he jumped?
Yeah.
She was denying it, and I was like, if he didn't jump me, how did I know he had to get 66 staples across his chest there? That's from the box cutter from him hit my, and like his eyes got real wide. She like looked at him. She was like, Clarence, or whatever.
That's also that she was defending.
Yeah.
She had no idea that her
She had
son
no
was in
idea
the
that
middle
her-
of
why? I slipped.
Yeah.
I slipped on a box cutter.
That's fucking wild,
Yeah.
dude. Wow, that's insane. And what happened to your other boys? They were.
They're fine. Well, the one Jonathan had to run out of his shirt. They grabbed his shirt and he had been in a car accident.
And so it was just a thing of like, oh, we could just fuck these guys up.
Yeah.
We're kind of bored.
Yeah. They're like, hey, you know what would be good after that game of basketball? Beating the shit out of these white guys. Come on, my 14 other friends.
That's like just to blow off some steam.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. You just grew up in a race war, in a constant sort of low-grade race war.
That same thing happened to a family friend of mine. He got his ass beat in Patterson
I
Park.
remember that,
He's
yeah.
trying to play like pickup basketball. He was like in high school. He's trying to play
He
like
did at least. He went up to them and was like, "Let's play hoops," and they were like, and they just stole his basketball. I
yeah. They
believe,
were
right?
like, no, give us the ball. And there was like this is the same thing. There was like 10 or 15 like kids in like middle school or whatever. And he was like, no, I'm not giving you the ball. He's also like Albanian,
he was
like
so,
very fresh off
so
the boat.
off the boat.
vibe.
I remember this kid. Yeah,
This is my ball.
literally, he was like, "You're kidding? I buy the ball. You."
go to store.
Yeah.
He
And then,
refused to give him the ball, and then they were all just stomping him within moments.
yeah.
You are getting your shoes dirty.
And they took the ball.
Yeah. At the end, they got what they wanted. Yeah. That was Patterson Park in the '90s as well.
My buddy John was dating some girl, which John's dead, by the way.
Okay.
I don't know
R.I.P.
if he's dead now.
Yeah.
But
What happened?
Heroin overdose.
It's awesome that we're looking at the best case scenario from your neighborhood. This is like this is as good as it gets, folks.
He died doing what he loved. Heroin in a Wawa parking lot. But he was dating some girl who lived on the edge of Patterson Park, and we went over to go see this girl he was dating. And then we're there at the playground, and like these 5 kids come up, and they're like, "Hey, where you from?"
Right,
like, you know, from Lakeland. You ain't from around here. Like I just said, I wasn't.
I'm
from
not.
around.
Just
and
visiting.
Like, what school you go to?
Just visiting. My friend's getting pussy around here,
Yes,
and we decided to tag along.
I'm a third wheel. I'm keeping him from fingering her right now.
No one wants me here. You or them.
You guys just want to beat me up? Let them fuck. Taking one for the team. But these guys, they were like, "What high school do you go to?"
Yeah,
and that's why I was like, "Well, I go to Southwestern."
Oh,
and like that, when I said Southwestern, the one guy was like, "Hey, man, let's leave him alone."
Is Southwestern still around?
No,
it's
they
got
now
dissolved,
a Sprout
right?
school. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
a what do you call that? Like a charter school.
Yeah. They shut it down years ago, and then recently we're like, all right, let's.
Yeah, kids have to live there throughout the week, and then they go to
holy
classes.
shit, yeah. That's fucking wild.
My only goal in life is just to get famous enough that if they ever demolish a school, I can push the plunger. That's all I want.
I think so. What Southwestern? There can't be that many alums that are alive, let alone have. I think dude, you headline Magooby's Joke House. I think you might be the most famous one.
I don't know. I think the guy who owns Hip Hop Fish and Chicken might be an alum.
You know what? I'm on his team then. They have some great fish and chicken over there.
We had I host an open mic, a VR open mic every Monday night. Right?
Oh shit!
You have to put on like a MetaQuest. It's fun. It's fun as shit. It's failed to render if you're looking for it.
Yeah.
But when the guy Kyle Render who runs it, he came to Baltimore from Texas.
Oh, sick.
And I was like, hey, let's go out, I'll treat you to dinner. And he was like, okay, where are we going? I was like, meet me at this Hip Hop Fish.
You took him to Hip Hop Fish and Chicken? It's good.
I was like, this is our culinary. And he was like looking around like, hey, are we like it? I'm like, yeah, we are. So just watch your fucking mouth.
Are we in danger? Yes, but the wings are really good.
It's worth it.
Remember the one by
between a used tire place and a weed dispensary. Yeah.
And everywhere you go, they are always. It's the sketchiest restaurant in whatever neighborhood. Remember the one by Sidebar? Yeah. I would get R.I.P. Sidebar. What a place! But yeah, that was a nice.
They're reopening Sidebar.
Are they?
Yeah. This chick that runs this thing called Feed the Scene, where they put up bands like at her house.
That's awesome.
I'm banging them all. But, but no, she bought Sidebar, and they're going through like mold removal.
Dude, that place was disgusting, but great. I mean, truly, that place and like later for me DC, but like Sidebar every Monday that open mic was one of the best.
Under that fucking red light.
It was a great show. I literally have such fond memories of that fucking place. We had that weird Thanksgiving show. Were you there, Eldis?
No.
That was super fun. Peter Muth was on it, actually.
Oh, Pete.
Another friend of the show. We just had him on, too.
Oh, Pete.
He's the man. That's so fucking funny, dude. Damn, I really did not realize you grew up there. That's fucked up. That's so much more fucked up than I even knew.
I would tell people I lived in Pigtown just to try to sound more
Which
impressive.
was also horrible.
Yeah, Pigtown.
I mean, Pigtown's one of those neighborhoods that's been is about to get gentrified for 20 years, and it just doesn't feel like it's happening.
Well, they turned that Montgomery Wards is now like, you remember that Montgomery Wards that was there forever?
Yeah.
Well, now it's called Montgomery Park, and it's a bunch of different businesses are in it now.
Interesting.
But as a kid, I was like, I'm going to buy that, and it's going to be my house. I'm going to flood the basement and have a slide that goes all the way down.
So in your house, it was you, your sister, dad, and mom? No step anythings?
My dad. So we were my dad's second family. He's on to his third now.
Nice.
He fucked his way into a functional family.
Wow.
Yeah.
The third one.
Yeah, third time's the charm.
Well, did he have kids from the first one?
He did. I have a half sister, Kelly.
Okay.
Which once she turned 18, didn't want anything to do with my dad. So and now that's where I am. I don't want anything to do. So,
it took you 40. It took you a little longer than 18.
Yeah, it did.
It took you to 47.
Yeah. No, I think I was like 30 in my 30s.
Okay.
I was like, this isn't working.
Interesting. Yeah.
Good luck. Hey, you have a good one.
You take another shot at it, and it sounds like he did.
He did. He tried to come back in, and we were trying, but it was like,
yeah,
this isn't. Yeah.
It's better for everybody.
It's just better if you just be with that family now.
So did your parents split up while you were a kid or no? They were together the whole time? Oh, okay,
18.
okay.
So TT, right?
TT, of course.
TT turned to a life of crime. And I'm talking like Grand Theft Auto, credit card fraud. She had tried crack before she was
a scammer.
14. Yeah.
Oh.
So she was in and out.
I don't want to take any liberties. I'm going to guess fat.
No, my sister looks exactly like me. We're 14 months apart.
She looks exactly like you?
Looks exactly like me. So black guys want to have sex with me.
Yeah. TT, what's her... Teresa?
Tracy.
Okay, yeah. Classic.
But so,
Tracy, another just beautiful. Never had...
Tracy,
she never... We'll blank. We'll beep it out. Eldest
Sinbazo, I mean.
Yeah.
So, but she in and out of like juvenile detention, drug treatment facilities,
Right.
stuff like that, and it just kind of drove a wedge between my parents and them.
Yeah, your dad's like, how bad a dad I am is bumming me out.
You know what? I gotta re-roll this.
The consequences of my actions are pissing me off.
My dad pulled a mulligan.
Yeah.
No, but now they live up in Pennsylvania and everything.
Nice.
They got kids that do soccer and stuff.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
How old's your dad then?
Well, no, he has grandkids that do
Grandkids,
soccer.
gotcha,
and stuff.
gotcha. Okay.
His grandkid, my sister's kid's in jail. So
Hell yeah.
Which that's a fight. So he got jail for a gun possession charge. Right?
Okay.
He's been in there since December.
This is currently going on.
Yeah. But we went. So there's this super white trash fucking place called the Arbutus Town Hall.
Fuck
That's
yeah,
in
dude.
Arbutus,
I
right?
would love to see the lively debate happening at the Arbutus Town Hall. Shout out to Arbutus, man. I went to UMBC. That is some fucking trash over there.
Oh yeah. But they had their town hall where you can get married there or have a bingo.
Oh, it's
game.
literally town hall.
Yeah,
it's
called
like
the Arbutus Town Hall.
It's like their center, their town center.
It is. It's right down there by the Hollywood movie theater.
Oh, I remember that place. Yeah.
And but Friday nights they do dinners, and it's like for 3 people and a pitcher of beer, $40.
Hell yeah!
But I mean, it's literally like
it's probably like mixed
sticks,
mashed potatoes out of a box with water and shit like that.
But my mom's getting a big kick out of it. But it looks like heaven's waiting room.
Yeah,
like they're so old.
No, I remember I would go to that movie theater a lot when I went to UMBC because it was just cheap as fuck.
Oh yeah,
it was dog shit. It was just like one of those. I can't believe it's still around. That's insane.
But so we're having dinner at the Arbutus Town Hall. My nephew calls, and it's the first time I talked to him since December.
Calls you personally?
Calls my mom, and my mom's like, "Oh, your Uncle Tommy's here."
Yeah,
and he's like, "Hey, Uncle Tommy," and I'm like, "Look, man, when you have some time, look into a felony waiver to join the military.
Right.
Like, let's get you some direction.
Yeah.
And then they go around and then we give it to my fiance Lou, and Lou gets on the phone and goes, "Hey, are you anybody's bitch yet?" Anybody up in them cheeks?
Like making light of a situation that really could be happening to him. Like, that's fucking awesome. Anybody sucking your asshole? Anybody fucking you in that ass?
You getting your salad tossed in there?
Okay, see yous later. Click. I gotta eat Salisbury steak and not get married to Tommy yet. He's still waiting.
Dangling that ring. Faster than that. Now, I told her, I was like, since we have the house now, I was like, look, we gotta get married now because like if I die,
right.
You know, I don't want you to be out on the.
What is the holdup, you think? Because you literally, and you might have not caught this again, folks, because Eldest was not recording audio, but Tommy is engaged to the woman he was engaged to when I was 23, I believe. When we met at open mics, and I remember you getting engaged and me being like, "Hey, good for Tommy, that's awesome." And now I'm like, "Wait," I'm like, "He's still," and then you called her your fiance. I'm like, "Jesus, dude."
Yeah. Yeah, I should marry her because it's really hard to spell fiance.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We got a house now, and I was like,
Yeah.
look, we'll just go get and we'll have a party or
That's
something.
interesting because
This time she was like, eh.
well, for all intents and purposes, you're married, right?
Yeah,
like
basics.
you
She's
have a
basically my
house
wife.
together.
Yeah.
You've been together for what, 15
The only difference
years?
is if I cheat on her now, I don't lose half my stuff.
Right. Oh yeah. How do you get that many Funko Pops back?
How many suits of play armor?
God forbid you fucking lose your Mandalorian helmet that you're creating yourself. You're worried about your assets. Holy fucking shit, that's awesome. How many Thundercats t-shirts are they gonna have to log in Anne Arundel County Community Court?
Guy checking it off. Sexy Chitara shirt. Who gets half of the Bussi merch?
That's fucking awesome. I don't know. That's so interesting, dude. Because it's like, you're basically. I mean, I get that too. It's
If
like
Maryland was a common law state, we had been married. By now, but-
exactly.
So-
It's not.
No, it's not.
Nice.
No, it's like other states. Like if you've been with someone for 10 years
And you live together.
Yeah,
you're
it's common.
for all intents and purposes. You're married, but not for you,
I
man.
mean, no ring on this thing. Free as a bird. Hey, you want to fuck?
I'm all good, man. Thank you, though.
It's fine. I'm only engaged.
So okay, nice. Any plans? Any wedding plans? She'll never see this. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, she don't know how to work the internet. That's the best part. You got to get them dumb. They're nice and dumb. And her health's not that great. The other day she sneezed. She sneezed and passed out.
You're like, look, it's not a good buy.
No,
it's not a smart investment. She could be gone any minute.
Yeah. Leave me to take care of the house plants and 2 dogs. She survived by her house plant. And Pickle and Piccolo.
Hell yeah, dude. That's so fucking funny. Damn, this has to be the longest relationship. Were you a
I'm a long-term
relationship?
guy.
You're a monogamist? Serial monogamist?
They're not going to see this either. Look, I've been in relationships that was 5 years long, but I was constantly cheating. This is my longest stint of monogamy.
Wow, okay.
Yeah,
No cheating. Good for you.
This is my longest stint of monogamy.
God damn, that's awesome. This is what I mean about you are like this is the best case scenario. You like if Tommy's confidence doesn't make sense, folks, he should be dead.
Yeah.
That's what he is, the cock of the walk for where he's from.
Did I tell you I got diabetes now?
No.
Yeah, type 2, man.
Type 2, is that the one you get when you're fat?
Yeah,
Yeah. I've dodged it somehow. I don't know what's going on.
Must be nice.
Yeah. Well, I also haven't had a doctor's appointment in a while, so this one might be the one where I remember that weekend, Eldest, when I was like, because I was pissing all the time, and I was like, I have diabetes, and we did one last tour of food before I thought I was gonna have to I thought I was diabetic at like 26. We got like a focaccia cheesesteak from what's it called?
Pasta Mista.
We went to Nacho Mom, got the crab nachos. I was just like literally like. Goodbye, old friends. I'm getting my diabetes test results tomorrow. I probably won't be able to eat like this. And then they're like, no, you weirdly are fine. And I was like, let's run it back, baby. And then I've just been eating that way for another 15 years. And
yeah, the last 2 times Ralphie May was, God rest his soul, but last 2 times that he was in Maryland, I worked with him at the Goobies.
Yeah.
And like he would come in and be like,
Yeah.
And like, yeah, doctors say I'm fine. I'm like, there is no God.
Do they, Ralphie?
Yeah.
Is that verbatim what they said?
Doctor said some bullshit.
I know, dude. I know. If I have to get to the point where it's like tour in a bus because hotel rooms don't fit you,
Or bring your own like steel stool.
Yeah.
Because a regular stool only fits one of your ass cheeks.
He had a personal
his own reinforced steel stool.
Oh my god!
And I would constantly, every time I worked with him, I'd be up on stage and they'd be like, stretch, because he was on his way from the fucking tour bus to the front door of Magoobies.
Oh my God! Did he just keep the bus parked in the Google's
he would
parking
just
lot?
sleep in the parking lot.
Oh my God, dude! That's why we're here in Baltimore, folks, taking the year off touring. We were cruising for that.
Yeah,
we were cruising for that.
There's a treadmill
There's
there.
a treadmill. We got
Have
a
you tried
sauna in there.
intermittent fasting?
Not exact. I kind of weirdly have just fell into it because I don't like. Just naturally, I'm not that hungry until noon, and so I've kind of been. And then, like, as long as I get my eating done by 8, I essentially am intermittent fasting. But I haven't. I'm literally just tracking calories and fucking going on walks and shit, and like that's helped.
Hey, I'm
so
telling you,
far.
type 2 diabetes. That's why I'm so slim now.
Yeah.
My kidneys are doing all the work.
Can you get fucking? You can actually get Ozempic for diabetes reasons.
Yeah, that's what it was originally intended.
Yeah, that's what I'm
for.
saying.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
could get it.
I could get it.
Yeah.
But the supply is so. Well, actually, my insurance doesn't cover it.
Ah, bummer.
So.
Plus, you know, there's that monogamy streak that would go out the window if you fucking you lose 30 pounds. There's no way you're not cheating with some horrific horse. I can't even imagine who comes up to you after like a fucking you know, someone you get a DM after a VR open mic.
Oh yeah. Well, so I've been hit on in VR, but and like the chick she was like, yeah, I'm in a wheelchair, but here in VR, I'm a lap dancer. I'm like, what?
You're like, dude, they're gonna figure out a way to like put your dick in a little window.
They got one. So we did this one. We did. So we were doing this one. There's this guy that God, I can't remember his name now, but he runs a podcast shed.
Okay.
Out in Timonium, right?
Damn, dude, you're plugged into the entertainment industry, Tommy.
Brown will do his.
He runs a podcast shed in Timonium.
Hey, I saw you on Bad Friends. You ever go to a podcast shed? No, but one time we were talking about fleshlights, right?
Yes.
And the next time we recorded there, he fucking comes up with this. It looks like a fucking Wi-Fi modem, right? And
really?
He was like, "Hey, do you want this?" And I'm like, "What is it?" And he was like, "Oh, it's a Bluetooth enabled pocket pussy."
Wow.
And I was like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll take it."
I'll throw it in the trash for you.
So I took it and I refurbished it.
What does that mean?
I cleaned it out
Cleaned
and then
it out.
replaced the
Oof.
sleeve. I bought new sleeves. But the thing could Bluetooth connect to your phone, right? So you could, it would do this. It was loud as shit, like you're fucking mixing cement. No, like choco, 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 choco. I can't stop this feeling.
Holy shit.
Like if I tried to use it, losing it. What's going on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Breaking up concrete.
Don't worry about it.
But you could Bluetooth connect it to your phone. You could connect it to enabled like videos where like if the girl's
so it
sucking
would
on your dick,
match the
it
rhythm.
would match it. And you could also pair it up across the internet to a dildo. So the girl could put it in and you would feel it would be synced up.
Wow.
Or this was the concerning one.
Yeah.
You just gave control over it to some rando on the internet. So some dude is just fucking jacking you off
with
on
his
phone.
his fucking his mouse wheel
like that.
Is that we've entered new heights in the is this gay discourse where it's like
digital
is a
glory
guy
hole.
doing this with his mouse wheel?
Crowdsourcing getting jacked off.
What kind of thrill would you even get as the guy being there like just doing it?
I guess I mean the same thrill as the glory hole attendant.
No, you're the attendant, sure,
Yeah, the
but
attendant.
yeah.
Do you think you would ever see yourself trying that out, like jerking a random guy off, like with your mouse? Just
If you find it right now, I'll
Either
do
of
it.
you.
I mean, I guess if you just
At
were
a
like
party,
I guess if
like-
you were like, yeah, we're at a party, like everybody, come on, let's jack this guy off.
This guy comes so quick.
Well, do you get video of him, or do you just know by
You just
pressing this
know.
button?
Yeah, you
he's
probably
getting
get
his dick hard.
when he's done, you get like you get a star rating.
Yeah.
How good it was.
I feel like I'd need the video just to make it worth it to make the
now
experience.
we're entering into it is gay if you're looking at the video, which
not
again
gay.
is not is fine.
I
but
mean, I don't know. It's just kind of like, you know, if you and your friends are gathered around the laptop fucking around. It's
What
like
if
using
you-
Omegle, like
Let's just
in
put
college
peanut butter
or
on a
something.
trackball, and you let your dog fucking jerk this guy
that's
off.
funny.
Yeah.
Oh, now
Or that,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
you could make someone a pedophile by accident too. Like, what if you just, you know,
force a kid
you know how
to-
you have those stories of like somebody leaves their iPad and a kid's bought $1,000 worth of chocolate milk.
Roblox.
What if they're like, "Mommy, this guy's being really nice on the internet." He just wants me
How
to
did he
tap.
know I'm a
He just
baby?
wants me to tap on this game. Oh, dude, that sucks. Pedophiles are gonna figure out a way to do that, man.
Well, I mean, this is old technology. This was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, so
Yeah.
we're light years
They're
ahead.
beyond it now, yeah. Now they've got
already
AI.
done it.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, that's so. And did you use it or what?
Yeah.
With who? With just
No,
With
just
the-
on my
with the-
like
with
I
the-
put on my VR headset.
VR
and watch
headset?
VR
Oh,
porn.
dude, that's
and
too
I'd just be
much.
standing up in the bathroom. Because I didn't. It's the only place I had a surface. Like, 'cause it's unwieldy too.
So you
It's
have to
like
put it on-
Fucking, it's like a fucking Xfinity. Like it's huge.
It's huge.
Like
yeah.
it's a router.
So you have to put it on a table and put your dick inside.
Or you
of
could
it.
hold it.
Yeah.
But you know, if you could just lean it on something like, and the
Yeah.
other thing is, it doesn't know you're done. So like you finished, and you're like,
Oh
and you're-
fuck,
it's
that's
fucking-
true.
Yeah, it doesn't stop till it gets like a gallon. It's a milking machine.
And where does the cum go?
into the
reservoir?
Yeah. Otherwise, when you jerk off with a VR headset, you ever use VR? You ever
I have never
dabbled?
One time back in the day when I was opening for Bobby. I think I've told the story before. We were at the Comedy Connection in Providence. Shout out! I think me and Elvis will be back there on a make. Just for the folks, this is our Patreon. These are our closest friends. We will be doing a small fall tour of clubs on the East Coast to just warm up for the theater tour in 25. So I think we will be back at Providence at some point. But I was featuring for Bobby, and we were just hanging out. And that staff's cool as shit over there. And a guy and Bobby's a big fucking. Actually, remember the day I met Bobby. I think were you featuring for him? Remember that? We went to Honey Pig. Or was
Oh
that the
yeah, that Bobby. I thought you meant Bobby Lee. No,
Bobby Kelly. Bobby Kelly. Yeah. Was that the first time I met him? Maybe it was the second time. But either way, I remember one time we hung out with Bobby.
We hung out afterwards.
But he's a big fucking tech guy, and some guy at the Comedy Connection it might even been the owner because he's a fucking kind of a nerd too. But he had a fucking VR thing, and you're just in the middle. And Bobby's putting on, he's like, holy shit. And I'm like, all right, I'll try it. And it's porn. It's a fucking woman with her tits. And you're literally like, it's like, you just see a woman like lower onto a dick and it feels like it's your dick and you see her tits and her face is out of it. And it's just like you're actually fucking someone from that POV.
Yeah.
And I literally took it off because I was getting hard. Just standing in the middle of a comedy club. My dick was getting hard.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, this is fucked up. I was like blushing and embarrassed. And I was like, didn't really work.
I gotta go.
I'm going to the Holiday Inn now.
Yeah, but like when you jerk off with that, you don't know where the cum goes.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just-
true. In your pants.
Or on the floor.
On the floor.
Jerking off with your clothes on.
Good point. My dick is out.
You're just wearing underwear.
I'll pull them
Yeah.
down.
No, I'll pull it up to catch the cum and then you change out the underwear. Pro tip.
Eldest puts it in his belly button, he said.
I don't put it in my belly button, but sometimes as a treat, especially if we're on the road, I'm in my hotel or something. I'm like, I don't want to deal with the crazy cleanup. I just want to come on my belly and jump right in the shower afterwards.
So you aim at your face and then you're.
It just kind of
Kind
goes.
of.
Okay.
In the direction
He doesn't
of my
have.
face,
he doesn't
but-
have the. He doesn't have the dribble. He has.
I got some torque. Come on.
Come on, Eldest. Don't show off for Tommy.
Yeah. You don't have to impress me.
Yeah. Okay. I have
Like
medium
semen
power
excellence.
cum shot.
Thank you, and we'll even let you get away with medium, and we know it's a little less than that, but that's
Have
fine.
you ever tried Semenex? That stuff that makes.
No, have you?
No, not yet. I would like to. It says bigger loads. Promises
I
bigger
haven't.
loads.
No, I've never tried that. Mostly, if I just don't jerk off for a while, or if I feel like the more I get pumped, the more the more cum I'll come up with.
Yeah, I think that's for everybody.
Is that?
Yeah, that's.
I don't know. You
it's on
never
your-
know.
It's on ability.
It might be me. It might be me. It might be my super. That's
guys
the
ever
X-Men
come
I am.
home-
You have to jack him off for a while.
Juggernaut, we need you.
Yeah. That's about it.
Let me see your feet, Jubilee.
Interesting. So, are you doing any other VR jerking? Is there like specific VR porn subscription services?
There's like Naughty America, but if you go to like Pornhub, Pornhub has
There's
a
a whole
VR
section.
Yeah.
Nice.
You can buy custom videos on Clips for Sale because I make good money.
Yeah.
I'm a pervert with certain kinks.
I don't even want to know this shit. Let's say hypothetically, not you. What's a type of video somebody might have purchased a custom video?
Look, I tell you, there's times where like if I wait like 2 weeks in between, a foot thing, I get it down to a foot.
Really?
Yeah.
Just a foot.
Just a foot.
You don't need to see
It has
like.
to be a nice foot though.
Sure.
Not like an ugly
Interesting.
foot. Or a heavily tatted foot.
You like that?
Yeah, it's nice.
Foot will never make my dick hard.
You know,
I'll be like nice feet. I would like
Yeah.
to see that lady's tits and pussy.
Yeah.
But I'll never be like, phew.
One time, I was the same way. I used to be like, you know, I can say, hey, that's a good foot.
Yeah.
But I can't finish that. And then one time I was jerking off on mushrooms. And like right as I was about to bust, a foot was there. And I was like, no! And I felt it rewire everything.
That's fucked up,
like
dude.
fucking Lawnmower Man.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
And so now I can get it done.
Good for you, man.
Thanks.
And that's
Well, that's because then I could go back through my porn collection and be like, you know, like, okay,
zoom in
let
on
me
the
see
feet.
these
Who's
feet.
got the nice tootsies?
Ew.
Yeah, disgusting.
Yeah.
I like the way a foot looks when I'm fucking, but again, I just can't.
Like I've even tried like the foot job stuff.
Nothing
but
for you?
No, it's they're always so like callous.
Callous.
Yeah.
One time someone I just hooked up with after I had busted, she was like, what about a foot job? And I was like, because I had busted, I was like, get the fuck. I was like, disgusting. But if she had called me literally 45 seconds before, I'd be like, yes, whatever, yes.
Hello, police.
Yeah, but because I'd come, I was like, this fucking.
Well, that's like-
and then
that's-
literally a half hour later, I was like, I should have taken her up on that.
That's how I feel about those CEIs, those cum eating instruction videos.
Yeah, you're losing me, Tommy.
Hear me out. I have a complicated palate.
And some of the most deleterious cum you'll ever come across.
But no, well, I mean, I do have diabetes. So
You have diabetes.
It's basically Cinnabon frosting.
Yeah, oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Is a diabetic's cum sweeter?
Well, I know my piss is
Piss
very
is,
sweet.
but piss and cum are not the same, my friend.
Well, I mean, I figure it has to be in all. Well, I don't
It's
know.
in the same,
gotta
coming
be
down the
all
same
liquid.
pipe.
Oh yeah, all tubes.
It's going down the same tube.
So like I don't have vaginal tubes where
Right.
different shit goes
No, you're
places.
right. You're right.
There's only one way to find out.
Eldest.
Suck me to completion.
It's not all fun and games at this job.
But no, because
Interesting.
they have those videos where like the woman, like she'll do a countdown. I like a countdown because I'm autistic.
Countdown's cool.
Yeah, JOIs.
Are you?
I am late diagnosed.
Oh wow.
They always would say, well, it's ADHD, but there's something else there.
Interesting.
But they didn't know what it was. And I remember when my doctor was like, you have diabetes. And I was like, you're my proctologist.
There he is. Hey, save it for the act.
But
Don't watch out. Ian might steal that one. Sell that to Ian Finance. Make a killing.
but no, yeah. So I like a good countdown. I like
Okay.
that structure involved.
I like a countdown.
Yeah,
That sounds pretty
countdown.
cool. But eating you said
No, well, it's because
you
after
said
you bust,
cum eating.
Yeah, because after you bust, and she's like, "Now eat it." I'm like, "You have no power anymore."
Yeah, oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
That's
All
what
right.
I'm saying.
Right.
I don't
But
see-
now, has the man happened to Google cum eating instruction over and over again? Sure, but
Yeah,
once
I mean,
we have no proof he's eating his
It's
cum.
just the algorithm
Yeah,
at this
yeah.
point.
This is your way.
Now
of
that
being,
I said- I
this
said
is your
cum-
way of being like getting it on the record, so that when you're,
I was
you're
like, Alexa, come in.
truly, once I've busted, I'm not doing it. That is a key difference between men and women.
Yeah.
Once the man's one bust is gone, it's like.
I dated a girl once for a while that once she busted, that I was able to make her do that.
Yeah.
But she would dry up. Like,
Interesting.
so, yeah.
Huh.
So then
That's rare. I feel like girls, once they get one bust, they're down to keep
I think
trying
once
to get a
she
second
got her
one.
one bust, she would look over and see what was
Right.
climbing on top of her. Like,
Oh, bust with your cock.
yeah.
Wow.
No, she wasn't. No,
okay,
I had to
good.
do.
Sure.
I was doing fucking
Yeah.
close-up magic down there. Is this your card?
I love it, dude. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah. No, I've not. VR is not really. I'm scared of all. I'm not a technology fan.
Well, I mean, they got all sorts
scared.
of games, workout stuff, and everything, but I
don't
mainly
like
use
it.
mine for comedy and masturbation. That's it. Whenever lose family, the kids are corner like, "Can I put on your headset?" We're like, "Nah, you don't wanna
You
do that,
can't
kid.
do that.
I can't have you.
No.
Can't have them find that DNA on you."
Interesting. So mushrooms reprogrammed you to be a foot guy. Have you ever had any other profound mushrooms experiences, or was that the biggest one?
There was one. I tell the story in my act because I have a whole part now where I preach about the benefits.
You're
of
pro mushrooms. Hell yeah.
very
And
pro
by the way, got to shout out to you, Tommy. Many of the Christmas, when I would come to Baltimore for Christmas, and me and my brothers and eldest sometimes, we would always take your mushrooms and watch some crazy movie. That story about going to Star Wars, you weren't there. It was me, Smoothie, and George. And I was so fucked up off your mushrooms watching. And I would, dude, when Babu Frick came on screen, I was people legitimately thought a mentally disabled, like old, like they thought they were taking their mentally challenged older brother to Star Wars. So I was like, I'm like banging on the seat. I'm like, your shit, your mushrooms have taken us retard mode multiple times. Eldest too. Remember we were watching. Remember, those are the mushrooms when we all watched Tenet.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh yeah, we were so.
I only had like 2 grams, but I was like scared. Like within 10 minutes too. I just felt like swirlies around swirlies kept closing in around my peripheral
Yeah,
vision.
he
I
was
just
so
losing my
fucked up.
mind
He
for
was
like a good 45 minutes and just geeked out.
Oh, it was so fun.
We were watching Tenet and I noticed I was just laying out on the couch. I was rubbing my feet together like this, just rubbing my socks together over.
Oh
I didn't even
my
notice
god!
It must have been just doing that.
It was so weird.
2 hours.
When
or something.
George pointed it out, my brother George pointed it out, and we clowned Eldest so hard. Oh, we were so fucked up.
We did. So Schlegel, who you might
Shout out to Justin. He'll be here.
Schlegel had his birthday last year. Schlegel's birthday. We all decided to go to Joe Robinson, this other
I know Joe
comic.
Sure.
We went to his condo in Ocean City.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, I'll make mushroom teas for everybody.
Love it.
And then since mushrooms I've done them so much they just don't work anymore. So I put 2 hits
Oh,
of acid
really?
in my tea. And I had a DMT vape with us and everything. So I was like, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind at Ocean City.
That's awesome.
This white trash wonderland.
That's so good, dude.
So it was 13 of us decided to go, and I was like, hey,
13
of us were gonna go.
Jesus Christ.
So I was like, hey, let's all get these skeleton Kirigumi pajamas. Where it's
Yes.
big onesie pajamas
Yep.
you button up.
Yep.
So we all bought the same pajamas. I was like, hey, let's get these $40 glowing shoes. So we all had the skeleton things, the shoes. We all get there, we take our mushrooms, and then Justin's like, hey, I brought this glow-in-the-dark face paint, right? So he pulled out this palette of glow-in-the-dark face paint, right? And Joe Robinson's wife was like, hey, they just opened a new barcade in Ocean City, right? And we're like, fuck yeah, let's just go to this fucking barcade, right?
Everyone's on mushrooms?
Everyone's all tore up,
That's
right?
awesome.
We do our faces all up and everything, and then Justin disappears in the bathroom, comes out 3 minutes later. He's like, hey, check this out. He had painted his balls green. Right? And I was like, yo,
that's awesome.
That, right? so 3 of us fucking painted our nuts. With the idea thinking we'd find some black lit corner. And
check out our nuts.
So we all, the shrooms are creeping up on us, right? We call an Uber. It takes us over to this place called Alley Oop in Ocean City, right? As we're getting out, 13 of us are getting out. There's people outside smoking cigarettes, and we're like, they see us, and we're like, whoa. Fuck yeah. So we walk in and we're like, yeah. And then we realize Alley Oop isn't a barcade. It's a beach-themed Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, no.
And we were there the weekend of the National Cheerleading Championship.
Oh, so... No. No.
There's 13 of us, fucking eyes as big as saucers, all painted
40-year-old men,
Yes.
13, 40-year-old men, nuts with cock paint.
I was like, I
on.
painted my balls for
And
this.
there's 12-year-old cheerleaders.
Just swimming all over the fucking place. Like we were Caligula.
That's so fucked up. Did you leave immediately?
Yes.
Okay, thank God.
I was like, we gotta get, because people were walking by going, sick freaks. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
we turned
yeah.
into apex pedophiles.
Yeah,
They were like,
I mean that's the thing. That what you guys would look like someone making a very unsubtle movie about pedophiles.
Yeah.
Somebody making a 90s Steven Seagal movie. It's the skeleton pedophiles. They're here to abduct the cheerleaders.
we're here for the talent.
Like that's literally like a Steven Seagal plot where it's like you have to save the cheerleaders from the skeleton pedophiles. It's they're going to Ocean City to abduct them. That's fucking. Oh fuck, Tommy, you definitely got to come back. You smoke weed, right? Or no?
We'll see.
You don't have to.
No, I got a job interview.
Okay.
And if I did it, and if they say that I got the job, I probably never smoke weed until Biden legalized.
Yeah.
So
That's a shame because we're looking for a Baltimore Kush brother, and you would have been perfect. So we'll see. But either way, we'll
see. I'll
we'll
know
have
later
you,
this week.
We'll have you back on the Baltimore edition for sure because we haven't even delved into half of your white trash childhood. We just scratched the surface. We have more tales, more
Got my
LARPing.
tales.
Tales of TT. We haven't even finished those. We haven't even gotten into most of it. An anecdote I'm saving that I love that you told me way back in the day, but we're not even. That's a tease, folks. Right now, I think we need to take your beautiful perspective on life and help our listeners here because we like to do advice. So, Eldis, why don't we play a few calls here for our friend Tommy? And Tommy, anything you want the people to check out at the midway point?
My buddy Eric Woodworth and I, we recorded our album for our band Bussi. It's Bussi.
Check out Bussi. What genre of music would you say?
It's just filthy songs.
Love it.
That
Love
we sing.
it.
It's a crowd work musical act.
Love it.
So we just do crowd work. We do music. It's good, man.
Yeah.
I'll let you know when the special comes out.
Please
pump it out.
We will absolutely pump it out without question. So check out Bussi. Follow Tommy. All the
and
good
then when
stuff.
you're done jerking off in your headsets, you
Yep.
head on over to Horizon Worlds on Monday nights, 10
I
p.m.
love it.
Eastern.
I fucking love it.
Come to VR open mic. They call it Tomedy Night.
Comedy night, baby. So Eldis, go ahead and play us some calls here, and let's see what we got.
Hey, Stavvy. Really nice to hear your voice. I have a little problem to run by you. So every day I get off work and I go play pickleball every day.
Pickleball.
I'm 25 years old, and everybody that plays is way older.
Right.
And I might sound like I have an ego, which I do, but I'm 25. Everybody who plays is a little bit older than
Got
me.
a fucking ego about
So
pickleball.
I win a lot, and I hit the ball really hard, and sometimes they get really mad at me. And I just need, I'm obsessed with pickleball, like a kid who just discovered, jerking off. That's how much I love it.
Why?
Every day after I get off work, I go play pickleball. And every day I feel like I make people mad because I hit the ball hard, and sometimes I hit them with the ball.
Okay.
So
man.
give me your thoughts on what to do.
Oh, I got some.
Should
thoughts.
I quit pickleball?
Quit
Should I hit the ball less hard? Or
No.
should I just find a new hobby and maybe try and grow up a little bit? So let me know what your thought is.
This is this guy being a badass.
And
wow,
have
dude.
a great day, Stavvy.
Wow, you picked up.
Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn, dude, you picked up a sport designed for women with hip replacements to stay active, and you're really good at it. You don't say. By the way, this whole pickleball thing, I know some of my friends are into it, and look, it looks fun. I bet I would like it. I'm literally too fat to play. Here's the because one of the major injuries from pickleball, because it is old people trying to be too fast. They tear their plantar fascia a lot. That's a big injury, and I fucked that
Where's
up.
the plantar fascia?
It's
Is
the
that
bottom of your
middle
foot. Bottom of your foot. Yeah.
Nice.
That's My shit's awful. Yeah, something you could beat off to, Tommy. So look,
Now I'm looking at your toes. There's no way I could jerk off.
Come on, these little Fred Flintstone feet, dude. Come on, let's show the
get
people.
those toenails under control.
Fuck you. Fuck you with your fucking shoes you got out of a bin. They were tied together. They were tied together by like a grocery store tie, like a bread tie.
I wear these when I cosplay as Dr. Robotnik.
Those were next to a fucking The Cosby Show DVD. Like one DVD from a pack that's loose. You got like the third disc, 10-disc set. You could get your shoes next to those. Anyway, fuck you, Tommy. And no, my feet, I do love my Fred Flintstone feet. One of the funniest moments on the pod is when we were going over Wiki Feet scores, and it literally hurt my feelings that I had a low score.
Oh, you're on Wiki Feet? I remember the day that Kat Timp found out that she was on Wiki Feet. And she was like, I'm on Wiki Feet. And I was like, that's not a bad score, though, Kat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was inevitable. Kat Timp, another person we did open mics with, now on Fox News. See how things can go a lot of different ways in the Baltimore open mic scene.
I'm a cautionary tale.
Yep. And I'm trying to get into Fox News. Any day now, they'll book me on Gutfeld. A really good ass show. Anyway, what the fuck was I talking?
Oh, the guy's pickleball.
Pickleball, yes.
But this guy, you're clearly on the spectrum.
There is a little bit of that coming from a late diagnosed autist.
You know what? Try to start a youth pickleball league, not like with kids or young adult.
No. Here's the thing. I was gonna say this. I do think pickleball is fucking lame, and I think this weird obsession with trying to make it like a cool competitive sport, like Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, they all bought into franchises. No one is watching pickleball. It sucks. It's boring.
Yeah.
But
there's a celebrity show with celebrity pickleball.
It's gonna fail. Having said that, it does seem like a good form of exercise. It seems pretty fun. I would just say play racquetball or tennis or whatever. Or highlight. Yeah.
Highlight looks badass.
I think people like literally die from highlight a lot.
See?
Pretty cool.
That sounds pretty
Now, having said all this, and I'm trashing pickleball, and I bet there's going to be a bunch of pickleball glazers in the comments talking about I'm too fucking fat, and why don't I try walking first before I start shitting on pickleball? And you wouldn't be wrong about that. I am walking on the treadmill at 3 miles an hour exactly right now. That is my exercise. But after a minor trashing of pickleball and this weird thinking that it's going to be a huge sport, I don't think it is, but seems like good exercise, seems fun. There are other fucking weirdos like you that are obsessed with pickleball and yes, there are, to your point, not youth, but there's actually competitive, there's even leagues and shit. So look, if this is what you want to do, if you want to go down your autistic rabbit hole, because I think you're right.
It's clearly hyper-focused.
It's locked in for him. If it's helping you feel better, if it is like good exercise for you, if you're enjoying it and it's not taking away from the rest of your life, just stop playing old people and stop with this weird him talking about his like I am arrogant or whatever. What do you say? Confident ego. You shouldn't have ego about beating 40-year-old women at fucking pickleball. Yeah, it's like good job. You're a better athlete than a fucking step grandmother. Yeah. Who gives a fuck? So, but go fucking play people your own skill level and actually pursue it. And that's what I would say. Or just fucking chill out a little bit and find a different hobby.
Yeah, when he comes on, they're like, it's Devin! And they're fucking trying to get out.
Be faster, like you fucking bitch. Yeah. Popping glass eyes out of bitches' heads. So yeah, dude, that's my advice. You're right. There's something off about our friend here. Yeah. Potentially a little tissed out.
The boomer doomer.
The boomer doomer.
He is 25 though. I feel like pickleball is kind of like when people in like, they don't know what to do themselves after college, like when they have a job.
It's become the new kickball league. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird that it's a newer sport, but it's being adopted by older players.
Well, because it's what it is just easier tennis. Yeah. Tennis is cool as shit. I used to love playing racquetball. My fucked up shoulder but that's great exercise. And me and my buddy, my old roommate in Baltimore, we would play racquetball all the time. It's fun. It's just a racket sport that requires less running, really, is what it comes down to. That's what it is. It's tennis for fucking old people. And I'm sure it's fun because it's like less taxing, and you can say it's like strategy. It's like somewhere between, like, ping pong's fun. It's kind of a little higher stakes ping pong, it feels like. And we love ping pong, whatever. I'm sure if I wasn't so fat, I would fucking love pickleball too. And I will probably play it if I lose a little weight and I'm not worried about my feet, because because it seems fun. But that's the thing. It's like, I wouldn't take pride in it. I'd be happy to beat Eldest at it, not some lady or even an old man.
Does bragging about this get him pussy?
No chance.
Does he slide up to some girl like,
you know,
I beat the shit out of a 7-year-old
Here's the other thing.
Today.
If this guy's life is good and it's weirdly getting him social points, but I don't think it is. I think he's locking in to pickleball.
What if he starts fucking the old lady?
That's not bad.
Right.
What's the oldest lady you fucked, Tommy, as a youth?
As a youth, I was like 23 and she was 39.
Not bad. Yeah. Very nice.
I'm not doing anything higher than that.
Yeah. Is that the oldest? I mean, other than like being in a relationship, who is just the oldest person you've ever fucked, any age?
I think in their 50s. I think
Nice.
I fucked a 50-year-old.
Respect.
Nice, yeah.
Nice, dude. How'd you meet them?
It was my dad.
Very nicely done. Next question, Eldest.
Okay, let's try that again. Seems like my phone call dropped. So, recap is about a few months ago, actually like a month or two ago now, I went to Vietnam with my girlfriend. She just went because, family. I think there's like a family reunion we went to. I didn't really understand what was going on because I'm just a fat, autistic white guy from California. So I'm already anxious as it is being in a whole new country.
Sure.
So we get there, take our cab, go to her family's house, and she walks up to me and she says, "Hey, my uncles want to take you and my brother, my sister's boyfriend out for some massage." I was like, "Okay, sure."
Oh, no. This
fine.
is
That
fake.
must be normal, right?
Pause this.
We get there.
You think he's happy ending?
Of course. This is the dilemma. Her uncles want to take you out for a massage. First of all, that's it. Okay, whatever. Let me not get ahead of myself. But of course, this is what this call is about. I'd like to put that on the record. Let's see what he has to say.
But in Rome.
That is,
The
there's a
massage
little
was
bit of
nice.
that. Hey, listen. I'm going. If this is Vietnam, I'm there. I'm having fun. I'm getting jacked
Eat
off.
some dog.
There it is, Tommy.
Tugged off.
Good to be home. All right, let's see what we got, Eldest.
Things kind of went crazy, and this chick started like jerking my dick off. And I didn't know how to react. I obviously came.
That's a good reaction.
So I technically cheated on my girlfriend, I guess. And I don't know how to tell her, or if I even should tell her, or if maybe she knows. Maybe she knows that like this is pretty normal in Vietnam.
Okay.
Her brother and her sister's boyfriend didn't say shit. So I really don't know what to do.
Omerta, mafia law.
Follow their
thank you.
lead.
The scenario feels like it could be fake, but the fact alone that it's like a foreign country where like going to get jacked off is like nothing compared to like here or something.
Yeah.
I don't think
It's like,
not
look,
cheating.
they're Asian animals. They can't even fathom cheating. That's like what he's saying. Maybe it's normal in Vietnam. Like these people don't understand the concept of extramarital affairs. Like it's not. The thing is, this seems fake for sure.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Nobody's like uncle is taking their imagine Eldest, it's 10 years in the future or 20 years in the future, you're taking your niece's boyfriend out for massages and a happy ending. That's insane. Like that's crazy.
I mean, I was in Albania like a few years ago.
I'm thinking about Greece.
Yeah,
and
I was.
He's a cool fucking uncle.
I was talking to my cousin who was like on house arrest. He got involved with some crime. Seems like he was innocent. And
He's
was wrongly
Free
accused,
him.
but you know, he was laying low just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
And he was like, "Oh, Heldis, I'm so sorry, man. We could have had so much fun if I didn't have to hide out while you were here.
Yeah.
I would have taken you to the most awesome whorehouse."
Yeah.
And I was
There
like,
is a whorehouse culture, I will admit that. I think we've told the story about my cousin trying to sneak one of my brothers out when he was like 13 to get pussy. So that does exist. But a huge group all getting massages together when it's the first time you've met and they're your blood is the girl that he's getting jacked. Yeah, I mean, I guess these guys are all getting jacked off within a marriage. So to them it's more boys bonding. But if this is real and it's not, nobody said shit. What were the vibes like? Do you feel closer to her uncle and shit? Like, but yeah, I mean, honestly, this is one of those things where I don't think you can bring it up.
No, yeah.
It's so much more trouble than it's worth.
Maybe over there it's culturally acceptable. You could also take the stance it's not cheating because it is a emotional release.
It's not an emotional release.
Yeah, when women used to suffer from mania at the Kellogg's clinic.
That was
and
fake.
They would give them fucking
That
orgasms.
was fake in a way for doctors to finger women. I mean, that's so clear.
Look, all I'm saying is my HMO covers this.
The only issue I could come up with here is like, what if she finds out and confronts you about it? And then she's like, why the fuck didn't you say anything? And honestly, at that point, you just take the L, man.
Now you go, oh, I didn't know that wasn't allowed.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to fucking bond with your family.
Yeah, I didn't want to insult your uncles.
Yeah. I didn't want him to have to commit seppuku. She's like, we're in Vietnam. She's like, yes, I know. Anyway, fuck you. You're being a bitch. God. Anyway, this feels fake, but we'll give you that much of an answer. It's also like the whole team goes out for massage.
I like the whole squad has secrets now.
That is
Day
cool.
one.
That is kind of like a training day smoke PCP thing. It's like we're all in it together.
What if he snitches and it starts a domino effect?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. It's like, what in a scenario where does he stop? He's also like, I mean, I obviously came. It's like, you could have been like, no.
Yeah.
Unless you came so fast.
Let's just see where this is
Yeah,
going.
like, I wonder what this is about. Oh no.
Wonder if she had to do the thing, tickle the prostate.
Put her pinky in his ass?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like
milk him.
Sounds like he was a quick pop. But
obviously.
But yeah, that is a funny thing to like. Now we're all bonded in this.
Yeah.
But I just love the idea of hitting the fucking massage parlor with 6 fellas. Like, it's like, do they even have that many masseuses?
No, you have to wait your turn.
Are they just like doubling?
Your girlfriend's uncle getting jacked up.
Yeah. That's the other thing. How soundproof was this? Are you hearing this guy come?
Next.
Yeah. Anyway.
You can feel the warmth from his dick on your dick from her hand.
Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, not for me. But yeah, I guess you're right, Eldest. There is a foreign thing of like, I'll show you a good time.
Yeah, I've seen like how nonchalant it is without even ever going to one. And if I was like, yeah, sure, let's get massages, I'm sure my cousin would have paid some whore like $10 to fuck me and suck me.
Well, that's the thing about Asian countries you do respect is that it's more of a massage culture. You know, it's like a relaxation thing. Whereas in Eastern Europe, it is pretty much about it fucking some Russian lady or whatever the fuck.
You put it in.
Harry, good, fast, good, very good.
You tap my head before you come. Gilk.
I, for the record, also have not gone to an Eastern European whorehouse, but
sounds rough.
I think you'd find some good stuff there. I think I'd figure it out if I was there.
I'd learn a lot about myself.
No, I think I would just confirm the stuff I already know. Hit us with another one, Eldest.
Stavvy, LD, what's up? So I'm 34 years old. I have a friend group that's fairly close knit. We've been friends since we were like 3 years old, so very similar to you guys.
Look at that.
The thing is, me and one of the other friends in this group, we're the only ones that aren't married, don't have kids.
So we have to like keep in touch more regularly than the
cool
other guys.
ones. Not sad, the cool guys.
The problem is this friend is just a super intense hermit. He doesn't have a social life at all. In fact, he doesn't have any friends outside of this friend group that we've had for our whole lives.
What a loser.
I know for a fact that he doesn't leave his house other than to eat with his parents when they come into town.
His parents?
And go to the grocery store. His parents just bought him a house to live in. They pay for his life, but I just feel like he's not really living a life. And
that's not a red flag?
It bums me out, man. I just, I love the guy. I want to see him fulfilled and like living a full life, and he just has so much anxiety that he's avoided trying to do that for so many years. So I hang out with him maybe every 4 or 6 months, so not that often, but for the last couple of years, every time I've hung out with him, I've been like, man, I want to bring it up this time and talk to him about it, because I feel like I'm the only one that would. But we hang out so seldom. I get there and I'm like, I don't want to ruin the vibes of the hang by bringing this up. But I'm about to move away, and I feel like when I move, I'm not going to see him for years, probably. So I'm thinking one of the hangs in the next couple months before I move, bring it up somehow. Obviously, I want to package it as, man, I just care about you. And he's expressed in the past that he used to enjoy when he would be social and like would challenge that anxiety. But yeah, like I kind of get secondhand anxiety when I'm hanging out with him, and again, like I don't want to ruin the vibes of the hang. So yeah, just looking for any advice.
Not ruin the vibes. Come on, you're a coward.
Maybe broach the subject with them and kind of just try and help my friend out. I want to see the guy like go for something, but he's never expressed the desire to like strive for anything outside of just surviving inside of his house. So yeah, just let me know what you think, and thanks. Love you guys. Peace.
Okay, this is an interesting one. Unfortunately, the thing is, this isn't a conversation.
No,
this is
your friend needs therapy.
Well, yeah, I think he needs therapy, but also, yes, for sure. If there's anything kind of conversation that, it's like, you got to go to therapy, you got to work on this stuff. But the answer, if you live in the same town and he's your best friend, you want to help him, and you only see him 4 to 6 months, it's like, the answer is like, do stuff with him. Mm-hmm. Get him out there. Get stuff within his comfort zone, right? Like, I have friends like this where it's like they're maybe a little agoraphobic. They don't like going out. So it's like you have to create situations that they like. And yes, it is a little more work, right? But it's like, okay, so what? If you value this person, if he's your best friend since you're 3, have a party at your place where he feels like kind of
go frisbee golfing.
Go somewhere. Go places that he's not. Because he might be the kind of guy who's overwhelmed by too many people. So don't fucking take him to...
I say, get that guy, the other friends, go get hand jobs.
Go to... That's not a bad idea.
And follow it up with some pickleball.
That actually could all work. Sounds pretty fucking good.
Fixed it.
He's good, bro. He's healthy. He's fucking... His nuts are empty.
Or the guy might be happy. He might just be a shut-in, plays video games. Maybe he's the biggest name in VR comedy. You don't know. You don't know.
Maybe everything's going good and he doesn't need to get married.
Maybe he's just been engaged for 16 years. Maybe he's just building a robot because he'll never have a kid. You know.
The robot's gonna be awesome. Tommy Jr. Tommy Jr. Your robot is gonna be awesome. There is definitely some of that. He might be happy, but I just do want to hammer the thing home of like, it is difficult to have this conversation, but the conversation without like trying to help him, trying to like be his bridge to some stuff, I don't think is that useful. Because like, look, we've all talked like. I've definitely, in that position, that's happened to me before where people have talked to me about like my health, right? And it's like, you don't think I know?
Yeah.
But it's like, unless you're...
Just because you're my doctor.
Just because you're my fucking doctor. It's like, just give me the dick pills and let me get the fuck out of here.
Fill the Adderall prescription and
Adderall, Xanax, dick pills, pal. Nothing about blood work. How many fucking times do we have to go over this? But you know what I mean? It's like, dude, I can't, like, I know that shit. Like, just either scolding me or like even saying you're worried about somebody is like, it's nice, but at least for me, my personality type isn't very helpful, right? Like, if you want to fucking, now, friends of mine who have like worked out with me, and like, you know, in college, I lost a lot of weight with my brother. I lost a lot of weight with my roommate where we were doing stuff like that. Or in New York, my roommate, we were eating on like the same healthy shit, like little life change like that. That kind of shit really helped me. And I think there is something to be said about this situation where it's like, if this is your best friend and you're really trying to reconnect anyway, it's like, do a little more social stuff with him. Invite him over to your place a little more. Get more people in the mix. Go
Invite
out
him
to a
meet
bar.
Because the guy's moving.
Yeah.
Invite him over. Introduce him to your to like the other friends that you have outside that friend group.
Yeah.
And then he's there probably.
That would be a nice thing, is to just kind of like try and ingratiate him. My worry, to be honest with our listener here, our caller, is that like, I don't know how much you can get done if you're also moving away.
Yeah.
And it's like this thing of like, well, I'm moving away, I should tell him I'm worried about him.
Yeah.
It's like, that's... Unless you can get him in therapy or something, or like help him, like, you know.
Plane's about to leave. I guess I'll
You should
see
stop
you
being
around.
such a
by the
fucking
way,
loser.
Go out and see people, Mom.
Yeah. You're being a fucking bitch, dude. You're staying inside. But yeah, I gotta catch the flight. So peace. So I don't know, dude. I get being like, I don't want to ruin the vibe, but it's like sometimes you do have to have difficult conversations, especially with friends of yours. But more importantly, if they're that close to you, you have to, like, that difficult conversation without a little follow through from you. I don't know how helpful it is, right?
It's like thoughts and prayers.
Because a lot of people know their main struggle. This guy thinks about this way more than you fucking think about it, you know? So try and be as helpful as you can to him. And the other thing is, like, his fucking parents bought him a house and paid for everything. It's like, there's more to this story than we're even hearing. There's a level of dependence on a lot of shit with his friend that it's like, it sounds, not even knowing those details.
Yeah.
Is he too sheltered? Was he never allowed to fail?
Really?
Is he scared? Is he like scared to try anything because his parents have always supported him no matter? Like, there is a part of life where it's like you get kicked in the teeth by 15 black guys, and then you learn fucking how to make your own jean jacket vests, you know, and you pick up your own skills. But like, you do have to get kicked in the teeth, and shit sucks. Life is horrible. And if this is a guy who has never felt that, or who is so scared of that, because I remember that too, being too scared to fail and being scared of failure. The best stuff that has ever happened to me is like failing at stuff over and over again, being bad at comedy for years. So the comments, he's still bad at comedy. No, I'm good at it now. Fuck you. But like bombing at open mics and just like thinking my career was going to go one way and just not getting any industry attention and having to do all this shit on the, like, figuring it out yourself on the internet, teaching an Albanian how to be a podcast producer against all odds. Again, we'll see if this even comes out. He's been fucking looking at that recorder a lot and very nervously this whole time.
I'm just monitoring the levels. We're looking good.
I was watching him watch a YouTube video on how to do camera settings while you were taking a shower. How to podcast.
How to recover footage while still recording podcast. How to get first 40 minutes of podcast already happened back. But yeah, dude, so in terms of having the conversation, you can just talk to him, be like, hey, man, how you like, also ask him questions. You're not some expert either, right? Like you said, Tommy, he might be feeling okay, right?
Yeah.
But just be like, hey, man, how's it going?
Pay for a therapy session.
Yeah, I mean, if you gotta, I mean, it sounds like his parents are fucking rich.
Hey, man, we're gonna go hang out with my friend, and then you trick him into therapy.
Yeah. So I don't know. It just seems like there's a lot going on, but just talk to him about it. You have a lot of preconceived notions about it, and I think that's a good rule of thumb with anything that you're worried about with a friend. Is like, get their take on the situation, figure out, like, hear them out, see how they feel. And then if you still have time before you leave, see if you can get him to be a little more social. But I think just the conversation isn't going to be that helpful. That's kind of how I see it. So anyway, good luck to this guy. Good luck to your rich, shut-in, fucking no pussy getting friend.
Why don't you just kill your friend before you leave
Yeah,
town?
make it look like a suicide and leave and skip town, and then make yourself have a will made that you get his house.
Ooh, buy him a Bluetooth pocket pussy.
Oh, then he'll never leave the house. Are you
And
kidding
every
me?
now and then you give it a little.
Oh
you give
yeah,
a little swipe.
give him the swipe. Be like, dude,
Hey,
this hot
get out of the
bitch.
house.
Tell him it's a hot girl. Catfish your own friend with a
Catfish
Bluetooth
your
pocket
friend.
pussy.
That's a beautiful idea. Catfish your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him it's an AI situation like that movie Her.
Oh,
She's connecting to
this
someone.
guy is
Your
dangerously.
Alexa is sucking you
And
off.
then, but then it's really just you jerking him off a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah. And the other thing is, like, what is he missing too? Maybe he's just a shut-in, and maybe he just wants a relationship. And is this the kind of guy that if he got a girlfriend, would be fine to never leave the house, and he's got all his needs
now
taken
he
care
doesn't
of?
leave the house, but he has a girlfriend.
Yeah, it's like that's because like if you're a complete hermit, that's the one thing I could assume is like you don't have that you do want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And but I mean, what? It sounds like this guy might not even have the social skills to get a girlfriend.
Yeah, there's a lot
He
going
may
on.
be a burn victim. Like,
Yeah,
just, look
yeah,
like a hot
yeah.
dog just put
That's
over a microwave. You don't know.
He could be on the. He could look like he's on the 7-Eleven rollers for over 2 days.
He's having a hard time. Every time he moves, he has to introduce himself to his neighbors. Court mandated. Can't go within 500 feet of schools.
But anyway, good luck, pal. And there's more missing here. It feels like. What else we got, Eldis? I'm starting to get hungry. You got any nice ones?
Hey, Stav, Eldis, guest, huge fan of the show. So I'm just going to cut to the chase here. I think I got a pretty good one for y'all. For the last 3-4 years, my cousin and his fiance have been trying to hook up with me or have me sleep with her while he watches.
I'm sorry.
Always
his cousin and
his cousin's fiance is what he means.
Okay, gotcha.
Hot.
So his cousin wants him to fuck his girl and watch.
Let's listen.
Okay, all right. Sorry.
He said no. Now, just a few months ago, I told my cousin that I gave my number to a girl, and then he and his girlfriend started texting me, pretending to be this person. Led me on for a couple of days.
What?
And eventually.
So did you hear him? He says he
gave-
told his cousin
He got
that
catfished by his cousin.
he told his cousin that he gave his number to a girl, and I guess what he's saying is the cousin and fiance started texting him. Yeah, basically catfishing him, like Tommy said.
How did he give his number to a girl?
I don't
No,
know.
this guy, the caller, gave his number to a girl.
Right.
Over the internet.
Yeah, he told his cousin, "Hey, I gave my number to this girl."
He doesn't specify.
Cousin and his fiance then start catfishing him, saying that they're the girl.
But they must have been the girl in the beginning. From the beginning is my only issue.
He didn't specify.
But how the fuck does that make sense? Let's say he meets some fucking girl at the mall, gives her his number, and then she hadn't texted him back.
He didn't have her
I
number.
see. All right, that's bizarre though. Still,
We got a picture.
I know you've never had a situation where the girls never text you back.
yeah.
But you give number to girl, girl text you back.
It's happened plenty. Thank you very much. I'm just like, what the fuck do you mean? But I get it. They didn't exchange numbers. He put his number out in the wild.
That's a good bit.
Yeah, it's not a bad bit. So anyway, go back, Eldis.
Eventually got a picture, right? Anyway, I kind of put it together that it was them pretty quickly based off of context clues and just shit they were asking me.
Hey, would you ever fuck your cousin's
So I
girlfriend?
confronted
Hey, how's your
him
Aunt
about-
Sandra?
This guy's dumb as shit if he fell for this for like 2
this is
days.
I
insane.
put it together pretty quickly. Only took a couple months.
I got a picture. Oh, and what? It wasn't the girl you met. It was your cousin's girlfriend.
Sent me a titty pic of a very hairy titty.
This is so weird.
it, and he obviously denied it, said it was a friend, but, you know, I said, I'm pretty sure, like, I knew it was you, bud, and basically told him not to contact me until, you know, he was ready to admit that truth, and that I would reach out, you know, once I felt I kind of processed it enough. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what you guys think.
What? Your cousin wants you to fuck his girlfriend so bad it's ruining your relationship? This is fucking crazy. Yeah. And the thing is, this doesn't feel fake because it's a really poorly told story. Like the fake ones always fit together way too neatly. He said 3 things that are so confusing we've had to talk them out. But I hear it in his voice too. But it's just like, this is bizarre.
I say, fuck his girlfriend.
Yeah, I mean that is Occam's razor.
Lean into it. See how bad this situation could get. He's already betrayed your trust. Might as well fuck his girl.
Well, but then you're rewarding him for his weird behavior.
Oh no, I got pussy.
Well, he might not want to fuck
his girl.
That's a very good point, Tommy.
Yeah.
But also, this guy sounds like a sweet guy. This is weird. Like, I'm thinking about my cousin, right? He's a fucking weird guy.
I have a bunch of girl cousins.
Oh, you do?
Like hot girls.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. I love that. Would you let their husbands suck your dick while your girl cousins watched?
My favorite cousin, Tanya, her husband is now trans.
Nice.
So yes.
How big is her dick?
He's Asian.
Okay.
So he's always said that he has a little dick.
But he's transitioned now?
They are Asian.
They, not she. Do you know?
I think they go by a different name now.
Asian, pretty, whatever. So would you let your cousin's wife, trans wife, suck your dick while your cousin watched?
Yeah, they're family. And he's a cool dude. They're a cool dude. We'll play Halo after.
Sounds sick.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Tommy,
to
for
save
answering.
The family?
Yeah. You're right. You're more of a fucking family guy than me. What can I say?
My dad's on his 3rd family, so they must be awesome.
Yeah. That's somebody that loves family when they just keep racking them up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. I mean, this is insane. Have you talked to any other member? Now we've gotten to the point where you can bring other members of your family, and I wouldn't go above. I would go same age.
Oh, you would say
I would
other
stick
cousins.
it with siblings and cousins.
Okay,
I would keep it that.
Don't get the.
I would go within one generation.
Don't get the cops involved.
I wouldn't go to the cops yet, but I would honestly. I think what he did is good, and say like, we're not talking until you admit that was you, and stop trying to get me to fuck your girl. I don't want to do this. Whatever his reasons are, uggo. Yeah. It's just weird because I don't want to look. Even if my cousin was dating a hot woman, I don't want to fucking look over at a chair and watch me fuck her. That's weird to me, and I would say no.
I got a cousin who now teaches CrossFit.
Okay.
Okay. I don't want to big time you.
Yeah.
But if he was like, you have to fuck my wife.
Yeah.
I would fuck his wife.
Okay. So now you've just been listing members of your family you want to fuck this whole call. Yeah. You're not really listening to what this guy said. You've talked about
this guy.
You've talked about
I got family.
You've implied you want to fuck a lot of your cousins. You've said you'd fuck one of their trans wives.
I heavily implied.
Yeah, I know. You just
implied. Look at these drawings I had AI do.
You render fuck bots of all your cousins. That's awesome. So yeah, dude, you're playing this the right way. Setting a boundary with a weird family member. Yeah. Now this is a funny reason, but let's take the part that it's fucking his girl out of it. Setting boundaries with family and forcing them to stick to it, huge. Yeah. And you're doing the right thing. And then if he keeps being weird, Go to other members of your family within your generation and be like, what the fuck is this? He's being fucking bizarre.
What if they're all like, you should fuck her?
Have
you seen her?
Yeah. Well, what do you mean? We all fucked her. It's like, wait, you haven't fucked her yet? How do we get the money if you don't fuck her? There's some weird thing going. There's some crazy.
We gotta get Casper's gold.
It must happen. You have to fuck her.
The prophecy must be.
The prophecy must be fulfilled, Jeffrey.
It's a Rosemary's Baby.
Everyone's just coming in this fucking woman, and they're gonna make one. We must make the Ubermensch of our family. We all must nut in her pussy.
The ultimate cousin's baby.
We must make the ultimate cousin baby. Oh fuck! He will have the strength of 8 of us.
Yeah, what's your fucking bloodline that is so fucking superior?
So yeah, dude, you're doing the right thing. Your cousin's a fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
And that's really strange, man. That's really weird behavior. But set the boundary, stick to it. Start snitching as close to you as possible within the family, and then it spreads out the weirder he gets.
It's odd that the cousin is trying to do a cuckold thing with his cousin. You usually get a stranger from like Reddit or something.
What,
Craigslist.
Yeah. That's what is weird because it's like, does he want to fuck this guy? Does his cousin want to fuck him?
Yeah.
Ultimately, and I don't think. Anyway, you're behaving the right way. This is weird. Next, what do you got? Something, Eldest?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Tommy, have you ever been in a cuckolding situation?
I messed around with a woman that was married.
Nice.
But you
cuckolded them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong.
How'd you meet them?
How did we meet? Internet.
Nice.
I think it was
some kind of fucking weird
bulletin
forum.
board. This was like bulletin.
This is
board
back in the
stuff.
day.
Back in the day, dial-up modems.
Got pussy off dial-up.
Yeah.
How much pussy have you gotten off dial-up? Would you say?
3 pussies. Is that how we count them?
Yeah.
There was definitely one I had phone sex with this girl. Like we were hot chatting and then like started calling, had phone sex, and then I met her in person and I was like, oh God, what the fuck? You have witch warts on your face.
That's awesome. You're like, I have to go.
Yeah. Oh, I would love to kiss you, but I have a cold sore.
I have.
And then that girl,
disgusting.
my buddy ended up hooking up with her.
The girl from the phone sex.
Yeah. My buddy ended up dating her, so I was like, oh, thank God, man. You're a good friend.
Good friend.
Thank you. And then she had a gay brother, and they were living together, and she came home early from work one day and found my buddy and her brother in bed.
Get the fuck out of here.
And that's how I found out that she was gay. And then he didn't...
That he was gay.
That he was gay. And then, like, because we had just grown distant during that time, so it was like 10 years later he told me that story and was like kind of like confessing it, like, hey, And then, she came in with her brother, and I was like, dude, look, between you and me, I'd have rather fucked her brother. Like, there's no harm.
Are you sure you're gay? Because this bitch was busted.
Yeah. You may just be, that bitch made you gay.
Fuck. What else we got, Eldest? Hit us with a nice one.
Yo, Stav and Eldest. I'm having a little bit of a difficult time trying to find activities to do with my girlfriend. I'm 19 years old. I'm about to be 20. Live in Maryland.
Nice.
Not too far from the city, but in the county. I don't know if it was more difficult when you were my age or if it's just what the fuck's going on right now in the world, but I feel like there's just not much to do. Like, we've gone to the aquarium, the zoo, museum, shit like that. But then, like,
field trips.
I know.
We've been together for quite some time. I don't know if you have any Maryland-specific suggestions, but, like, we'll travel out of the state, all kinds of shit like that. But, yeah, dude, kind of feeling stuck right now. And it's also winter time, which doesn't help. So I'd love some feedback, especially from eldest. Love you, beautiful boys. Adios.
Especially from eldest. The fuck?
Have you considered getting your cousin to fuck your girl?
My question for real is like, do you like your girlfriend?
Well, I mean, I get what he's talking about. He's 19. Do you remember?
Oh, did he say he was 19?
Yeah. Between 18 and 21, you're very limited for what you can do for nighttime. You go to diners.
But that's what I mean. Is like, I know you're limited, but it doesn't really feel like you're limited. Looking
You can't
back,
go to clubs. You can't go to bars.
looking back, you're limited, but it's like everyone's just hanging out. Like, yeah, you go to the movies, you go to the diner,
Yeah.
you fuck your girlfriend. If you found somebody, and he also says they've been
They've
together
been
for
together
quite
for a
some
while.
time.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna tell you this little secret. Wigs. Buy her a couple wigs. It's like cheating on her without cheating on her.
That's a good idea.
I tell you, man, I dated this one girl. She got body like a battle axe, man. F cup, fucking curvy. We were together for 5 years.
Hell yeah.
Right? And we bought her some wigs, and it was like a whole new different girl. It didn't help that I took her out to a club, and my buddy was the bouncer, and he didn't say, "Hey Tommy, who's this girl?" She was like, "Why didn't he didn't find it strange that you brought a different girl?" And I'm like,
Well, come on, she's wearing a
he
fucking.
knew it was you.
She's wearing a wig.
Yeah,
She was
she's wearing
fucking
a wig.
have
Yeah.
face makeup.
Wait,
on
wasn't
or
this the girl you said earlier you cheated on the lot?
Shut the fuck up! You're on the mic too much.
Now, when you were cheating, were you like, I've had enough of big titties, or were you just like, I'd like to fuck some different body types? Or
I did end up going I went like a small tittier route for you want variety. Yeah.
Sure, it's only natural.
Yeah. But I kept coming back to them F cups.
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely. Hey, you ain't got to tell me, brother.
That's only we're like, oh, they got like double D's, and they're like, oh, my tits are so big. I'm like, you can't clog a toilet with those. Get the fuck out of here.
Let me and ask Tommy how he figured that out.
Well, she said my cousin was a plumber.
This is an interesting question. It's cute. It is him being 19 makes this so much more, whatever, understandable. But I don't know, man. I mean, it's like, I don't know. First of all, if I had a girlfriend when I was 19, I would just be like, this is the best day of my life. I get pussy. I don't have to wait until I didn't fuck till college. So, yeah, I mean, it's like, you go to fucking dinner, you go to movies, you go to you just do fucking young person shit.
Yeah.
From my vantage point, that's all we did. But we didn't get pussy when we were 19. We were going to our whole lives were the hunt, the unsuccessful hunt for pussy and hanging out. We weren't hunting that hard. We were also hanging out, getting wings, all this other shit. So,
I say you just gotta fucking bang through it till you're both 21, or at least you're 21. And then you can go out to sex clubs. Then you start going to like clubs and just having a blast.
Drinking.
Drunk driving. All the good shit.
Drunk drive out of the city back to the county.
Yeah, you're in Maryland. Why don't you drive to D.C. on U Street and go get some mushrooms?
Mm-hmm.
Or you sound like you're not that far. If you live in Catonsville, come over to my house.
yeah, Tommy will get you mushrooms. Have you ever done mushrooms? Actually, that would be awesome.
Do mushrooms with
If you actually want to get mushrooms, Tommy will give them to you. I'll buy them. They're on the house. Actually, let's not say who's providing what. Let's just say contact Tom. For legal reasons, we'll keep it very vague. But just let us know if you're interested in an ongoing dialogue with Tommy, who's grew up in Maryland, still lives here. We might want to put you in touch with him directly for a couple activities, but
on Signal app.
He did want to hear from you specifically, Eldest. Do you have any words?
I don't know. If they're going to the museum and aquarium, I mean, yeah, that sounds like 19-year-old shit. Go out to some local shows or something. If you guys
a drive-in movie theater,
movie museums.
Well, you gotta go to Benji's. That's the only drive.
Go to Benji's. That's fun. Get jerked off in your Corolla.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
tops of parking structures. Like you just go all the way up to the top, and you can fuck it there in your car. I mean, that's the problem. They're both living at home.
Yep.
They don't have any place where they can just sprawl out and fuck.
Right.
And there's no easy access to liquor. They can only buy pornography and cigarettes at this point.
Yeah.
You need a couple more levels.
A couple more
unlock the good
vices.
shit.
That is true. I mean, go like on a hike in Arboretum. I know, when I was like, when I had a girlfriend like high school or something, a hike, the woods, that's where you're getting your cock rubbed. That's where, try to steer some,
Sure.
Aquarium's fun and all. You need some activities like that, but
Yeah, he did say it was the winter. Well, now spring's coming.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Patapsco State Park.
Right.
Fucking, I had my one buddy Jose. They used to call it playing pixies, and he and his girlfriend would just go walk on trails. They'd hike and then go off the trail and just fuck in the woods.
That's also
Yeah.
what they called it, playing pixies.
Yeah.
Fucking outdoor, fucking in the forest. We need a
Fucking
fun
an
little name
easy
for
view
it.
of children's playgrounds.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. Sorry. When I was 19, I don't even remember I mean, I also feel like that age, a lot of relationships are just getting high and watching Family Guy together and getting sucked off.
Or like blow her off. Go hang out with your boys.
hang
and do
out with the
some fun
fellas.
shit. You gotta hang out with this bitch every fucking weekend.
There he is. That's the perspective he was looking for. And I think that's a great note to end the episode on.
Abandon this skank.
Look, I have some meal prepped ground chicken to heat up and eat. I'm fucking starving over here. This was a beautiful maiden voyage. Thank you, Tommy, so much for being here, bro. So fun. We will, we're going to be doing a few recordings down here. I'm probably going to be here a couple months, so I'll hit you up, bro. Like I said, we have so much more under the surface to get to, and
Hey, if you're in town for when Deadpool comes out, we'll go to Hollywood and do mushrooms and see Deadpool.
That actually does sound fucking awesome.
Alice, you can come too.
Fuck yeah.
All right, fuck yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. All right. Fuck. We're gonna have to do a different theater though, because people will be looking for us now. You will not know which Maryland theater we are in. We have to do decoys and then show up at different
or
ones.
maybe we'll go to Arundel Mills.
Yeah. Thanks for being here. Check out Tommy. Check out Bussi. Check out
Tommy, Sinbazo, and it's Bussi with an I, Bussi. And it's literally, our Instagram is Bussi with an I.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. We'll probably actually post your old headshot on the thing for old time's sake. And check him out, and we will talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye. Oh, we don't have the playing it in yet. You get it, Tommy. Thank you. Yeah. We're still figuring out the kinks, folks.